Love! Something everyone desires, but only some truly find. Love is everywhere. In your school, on the streets, in your house, on the internet, on your Instagram feed, fucking flies, and even your dog. The 14th of February is the date where love is most consistently practiced, seeing as it is the feast of St. Valentine. And if you doubt the credibility of that name, look it up on Wikipedia, you loser. I have never been quite the best lover, and today I intend to figure out just why. Okay, I don't think I've fully encapsulated just how terrible I am at relationships, so I'm gonna break it down for you guys a little bit. I don't think I've ever been in a real meaningful relationship that exceeded the boundaries of 2 months. So I mean, have I ever really been in a relationship? One time I dated a dude and then broke up with him, and then 4 years later got back with him and broke up with him in the same exact span of time. I'm pretty sure I made a guy question his sexuality unless he was just so sick of me that he didn't want to see me anymore. Just an entire slew of horrendous, just terrible stuff. That being said, I feel like it's time to go to the first portion of the video. The first thing I chose to focus on was actually assessing the problem. How serious was my issue, and what was I doing wrong? I took to my phone to call my exes to see what they thought about me and my skills in being a boyfriend. Alright, so here I go, calling the first ex. This is gonna be horrible.
Hello?
Oh, hey! What's up? How have you been?
Dead as usual.
Yeah, I get that. So, you wanna know why I called you?
Sure.
I'm doing this video, right? And okay, shut up. And I'm trying to figure out why I suck at relationships, right? So, you're the first ex that I've called today to tell me why I suck.
Where should I begin?
Oh.
You want me to nitpick things, or you want me to
Just
say general?
Just say whatever you feel. I mean, I'm open. I'm listening.
I mean, I told you about your toxic masculinity. That was,
You said my masculinity's toxic?
Yes, quite.
You want to give some examples?
I just feel like you kind of leave your feminine side and feel like, I feel like you see it as weakness. That kind of irritates me because why you gotta nitpick all that, you know?
Was that the biggest thing?
I mean, there's a lot of little things. We talked about this before. You tried to create this perfect boyfriend out of me. It just felt like I was never good enough, and just every time I try to improve myself, there's always something new that needed to be changed, or I just feel like it's a never-ending process. Let's see.
This is a very long list you have here. It sounds like you're literally looking through a list that you prepared for this very instance.
Just in general, I feel like you have a lot of growth still. I feel like that's the biggest reason why we didn't work out.
All right, that's a pretty good. That's pretty good. You want to play a game later or something?
If I'm not busy, sure.
You're literally never busy. You were playing Monster Hunter for 6 hours today.
That's what I meant by busy. I'm busy doing something else.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so very much. Huh?
Huh? What?
What was the last thing you said?
What?
You said something. What did you say?
Oh, nice chatting with you though. Goodbye.
If that's literally the first one, I am so scared for what's coming next. Alright, I guess it's time to continue. I mean, you can really only go up from here, can't you? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Alright, so I texted you a little bit as to what this call is about. So I think you know where I'm heading with this. Now, we never actually dated. We hung out one time. But still, I feel like you've gained a lot of knowledge upon me, so I just want to know what am I terrible at, you know?
More responsive. I think being invested in just being super enthralled and just.
What you're saying is I need to be better with my communication.
That's right.
Huh? Wow, that was a much more concise and less angry answer than the previous one that I got.
When someone has that many things to criticize about, it's always either one, good thing to listen and reflect, but two, there's always something you can work on.
Thank you for being so responsive, which is what I need to work on. See, I brought it back.
No problem.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
On to the next one, am I right? Hey, Melvin.
Hi, Terry.
What's up?
Nothing. Eating.
You're eating? What are you eating?
Well, no, I'm like waiting to eat.
Okay, I don't care.
Applebee's.
I don't care.
Wow.
I don't care. I'm doing this video called I Suck at Relationships. So
Alright.
I just wanted to know what I screwed up on in our relationship.
Well, you didn't really screw up on anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well then what went wrong, I guess? I didn't expect that kind of response, but sure.
Well, I mean, as you remember, I moved to Puerto Rico after we started, and I moved with my dad, and we just kind of like fell apart.
That is very true. Man, I forgot about that. Okay, well, do you think there's anything I can work on then?
You can work on your kissing, you suck at it. I'm fucking around.
My kissing?
Yeah, you suck at it.
That is false. I'm not putting this in the video because you're spreading falsified information.
No, I'm fucking around. You're actually pretty good.
Alright, well, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Have fun eating or whatever you're doing. Thank you.
Okay.
Next.
All right,
Okay, bye.
Have a good...
Honestly, I think that the information that I got from these guys was actually really necessary, especially with the first one because wow, he just laid in on me, didn't he? But I do think there's a bunch of things I need to work on that they all highlighted. But hey, there's a lot of things that I can work on as an individual, and now I know. With that out of the way, I decided to turn to the spiritual side of things. After searching for what I can only assume was minutes, I found a couple of interesting things. Here on this website called Fiverr, I have found the Searly, or these are lit. Whatever. He has a nice little video too to go with his actual thing, so we're gonna sit and watch that.
Hey guys, welcome to my Fiverr gig, and you might know me as the hardest man in tarot from YouTube, but these readings are exclusive to Fiverr, these personal readings. And this one is about love readings, okay? Whatever your question is on love, okay? You just get up to me, you little love fools, alright? You check it out.
You little love fools. That was the most charming thing I've seen in my life. I'm gonna hit this continue button, that $5, going goodbye. Alright, so we're on to the guidance page right now. The seller needs the following information to start working on your order. Number 1, what is the guidance you seek? Alright, so I just wrote an incredible piece of literature to this guy. I would like to actually read it to you. Hello, kind sir. My name is Tyreek Morris, but I am also known as Tymoso on YouTube. I've recently been wondering why I can never seem to keep a relationship. Is there something wrong with me? If so, what is it? And how do I change that? If that's too many questions, just answer the second one. I'm a big fan. K, thanks, bye. Seeing as this order does take a day to occur, I feel like I have a little bit of time to talk to somebody that I actually know in the real world, who is actually a witch. Yes, it is true. For the last couple of months, I have befriended a witch. One time, she read my palms and told me that I was going to die. I was excited at the prospect of death, but at what cost? So I'm here with the local witch. I'm not sure what she wants to do with me, but I'm here. What do you want from me?
Well, I'd love to read your palm, Tyree.
Now, what does that mean?
So, palm reading just means that I can tell your future by the 4 main lines on your palms.
Alright, go for it.
So, your love line is really deep,
Oh.
but it also stops underneath your... What finger is this?
That's the middle finger. It's in the middle of all the fingers.
Right. So, that means that you have pretty selfish love interests. So, when you fall in love, either whether that has already happened or in the future, you'll be pretty selfish with it.
I'll be what does that mean? What do you mean I'll be selfish
You'll
with
be
my...
self-interested.
Self-interest? What? You said I love another person. Am I selfish, like, I want them to myself, or, like, am I just an asshole? I'm not sure what the shrug means.
Usually it means that you hoard your lover for yourself and you don't, like, let them do other things.
Oh, I mean, that's bad and good.
I mean...
In a way.
I didn't say it was good or bad, it just said it was selfish. You have a severed headline, which means that you're inconsistent with the way that you think, the way that you have principles and values. Whatever thought process, values, principles you had up until, I'd say, you're like midlife, 60s, maybe even 70s.
That's my midlife? What if I want to die at 30?
I don't know, from. After that, you might go senile as like a modern example. I'm
gonna go senile?
It'll get harder to think, and it'll change your thinking dramatically. So this is your lifeline. It's very deep. All your
Ooh.
lines are very deep,
Yeah.
which means that you'll live pretty enthusiastically.
Yes.
The curves around all the way down.
I like to be curvy.
I know you do. It almost reaches your wrist, which means it's almost a semicircle,
Ooh.
which is like adventure and strength and spirit. So that's how your life will go. Your adventure is going to go probably to the end of your life. Your enthusiasm might like kind of
Fade out?
fade, and then
That already
your
happened.
spirit is going to leave you first.
That is one of the most foreboding things I've ever heard in my life.
The fourth line is your fate line. Some people don't have it, some people do.
Oh, I have one?
No, actually.
What?
You don't, because it goes down the middle. That's essentially it. And then I'm going to look at the shape of your hand. So, you have a short palm and long fingers.
That's normally how hands go, right? Aren't you supposed to have
Look
like...
at mine. I have the same length of palm and finger, which means I'm a water palm. You're a fire palm.
Ooh.
You can be very spontaneous, but also egoistic. So that kind of goes in tandem with
Egoistic? Do
your
you
love
mean
life.
egotistic?
No, egoistic is also a word.
Tell me what egoistic means.
It's the same thing as egotistic.
Then why don't you just say egotistic?
Egotistic. You're really egotistic, but you change your mind a lot, which means you bring a lot of different and fresh ideas. So it can be a positive thing, as well as sometimes you put yourself before others, and that can be a negative thing. What is that, your left hand or right hand?
This is my right hand.
So that's your dominant hand. So that's kind of like how you were born / raised.
Oh.
And then the next hand's what you accumulate. Do you want to do that?
That-
It is crazy.
What? Is it scary? Is it bad?
No, it's just so weird because like your love line is just attached in the middle. It doesn't start from your pinky. These are both your love lines. You have two. So this one is wavy, but this one is very strong, and it again goes to your index finger. You might be self-interested, but you also have a strong bond. So your lifeline has a lot of different lines next to it, which means again extra vitality.
Yeah.
So again, kind of extra lives.
You said like I can love, but like I'm also very selfish. Like how do you manage that?
How do you manage that? I mean, think about who you're putting first and all the decisions you make in your love life. Is it you or is it the other person? And do you want it to be you or do you want it to be the other person in that case? Who's going to be helped more?
Wow, Witch. This was a really insightful... You have a name. I'm sorry. This is Elena, guys. This is Elena, my friend Witch from down the block. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome. I won't like transfer any spirits in your palm or anything.
Oh, hi. Alright, guys. It's a new day, and I've just checked my email to see... This gig you ordered, I will perform a detailed tarot love reading in 24 hours, has been completed by my guy. He also subscribed to the YouTube channel, so hey, hello, hi. I don't even know what this is, but I'm happy with his message. Thanks so much, mate. An absolute pleasure, by the way. Stay lucky. Blessings. Chris Egon Cierle. Before we start the video, I'd just like to say I love the John Cena shirt that he's wearing. It's a very attractive piece of clothing.
Hey Tyreek, how's it going? Check out your YouTube channel. You can tell a good story. Honestly, I genuinely watched several of your videos. The one about you coming out. That needs to be shown. That needs to be shown on places. That's such a good story. Honestly, I really
love this
like
guy!
that, mate. You're so good at telling stories. Please, you should write a blog so it gets more traffic to the YouTube. I just really like your page. If I blow up.
Okay, I have to stop. Honestly, this is like making me... This isn't even like a fake smile or anything. This is actually genuinely like, wow. Oh, thanks, man.
Anyway, let's have a look, alright? Get right into it. The Magician, mate.
Ooh.
Yeah, how poignant. Knight of Swords.
Is that a good
Knight
thing?
of Swords. The Eight of Cups. It feels kind of like you are at the minute kind of rushing through life at the minute. You're you have a lot of experiences to have and to get through, okay? So not everyone, it's just that not everyone can kind of keep up with you, okay? Your life is moving at a faster pace than everyone else's, and you know, you can see that as a good thing. You can see it as a bad thing. I think you know that you're a bit of a special soul, okay? Not that the universe is kind of condescending to you or anything, but it needs to give you, like, you know, a little bit of perspective on little things because it's preparing you for something a lot bigger, okay?
I just love that he's stroking his beard all while he's saying this.
I'm obviously looking at my face in the screen here, and it's really hard for us not to play with my beard, okay? Just so you know. What can you do about it though? I don't think you have to do anything about it. I know you say you can't seem to keep a relationship, okay? enjoy it for what it is. To bring some own personal experience in it, when I was younger, I was kind of the same. I didn't keep a relationship. I have a massive line of failed relationships. I've been married before. I lived in America. I was married. And I started to think exactly the same thing. I was like, why don't I keep down a relationship? Enjoy the fleeting lifestyle, okay, while you can. And I know that's sort of a hard pill to swallow, but it's because the universe has it all waiting for you. You'll one day become the master. When you get into a relationship, you can get into it for fun and not assume that it's going to be the one that lasts forever. But you just enjoy it for what it is, okay? Mate, I'm going to leave it there, okay? Because I think if I talk too much about these things, I think it's nicer to keep them simple. Mate, I'm subscribed to you now, okay? And I am going to be watching. I'm always watching. Found this Seattle Supersonics hat the other day. It's really cool, isn't it? You seem like a fashionable person. I thought you'd appreciate it. Mate, you take it easy. Good luck. Ask me any questions you want to afterwards. Namaste, bro.
Obviously, he ended that on a very positive note, and I really appreciated the fact that he even, like, went out and went to my YouTube channel, whatever, but I think he brings up, like, a really important point about, like, my life so far. He's not wrong. I really do rush into things without, like, having proper information about it or just not understanding the complete scenario, and always having this weird expectation that everything has to last forever or everything has to move in the way that I want it to. I can say for almost all of my previous relationships, I've had this preconceived notion that I was going to stay with that person for the rest of my life, and things were just going to be, like, great without, like, working for it or without any, like, I don't know, but I am just rushing through a whole bunch of things instead of, like, enjoying what's here right now and what I do have. And it's something that I've wanted to work on for a very long time, but something that I haven't worked on. I just like to say I initially did this portion of the video as a joke, but now I'm seeing it as so much more. You can believe or not believe in this whole cards thing. Honestly, I don't myself, but just the fact that it was more than just, oh, look, you're this, you're this, you're this. It was an actual conversation. It was an interesting, like, engaging thing that actually brought me into, like, my own reality. And I just think that was, like, really interesting. Everything in this video so far is really surprising me, so wow. With wounds of the past having been dug up in my palms and cards having been read, it was time to look forward. The one couple I thought of that had been through years of tender love and caring was my parents. Keith, what the heck? As you can see, I'm here with
Mother Moso.
Oh no, don't say that. As you can see, I'm currently here with
His mother.
And
His father.
I got a couple questions for you guys. Oh, my Reese. Alright, so do you guys know, like, the topic of the video that I'm doing?
Something to do with Valentine's Day, I think.
Alright, so the title of this video is gonna be I Suck at Relationships, and it's kind of a deep dive as to why, like, this happens, like, and I just wanted, like, the experience of, you know, you guys have been together for how long? You just look at each other?
26.
27.
That's a long time. How do you guys achieve such, like, longevity when it comes to, like, your relationship? What's happening here?
I'm always right.
You're always right? Could you agree with that?
Patience.
Yeah, patience for sure.
Could you, like, elaborate on that? I'm a very patient individual, or at least I think.
Not.
Oh, okay.
Well, relationship is
A lot of hard work.
It's work, man. You know, you're never done. You know, it's work every day. You know, every day.
Did you just repeat the same, like, 3 words, like, 4 times? Yeah, we're on the same wavelength up top. Ow! Do you have, like, any advice for, like, newer teens, like, up and coming, like myself, like, that's Reese, for, like, the dating world and everything that comes along with it?
I always say I'm glad I'm not dating because it's real crazy out there.
People gotta get more in line with who each other are. So you gotta understand who people are before you date them. You should be more of friends or, you know, getting to know that person in some kind of capacity before you know, consider yourselves
In a relationship.
How did your relationship start?
High school. He kept following me.
Met your mother in high school.
Copley. Snowden.
And we used to see each other in the hallways and see each other in the building and whatnot. And we caught each other's attention.
It's a very, very general phrasing of it. What's this little snide look?
Wrong. So
Nothing. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
A mutual thing.
Here we go with the compromise that comes with a relationship.
Exactly.
You guys talked about patience. Were there like any other big factors that like attributed to like how you guys are still like keeping it up like together? Is it us? Is it just me and Tyler?
No.
It's more than children, you know, and that's a big part of it too. You know, having a family, being a family.
I'm telling you to raise your voice.
Big thing. I don't have a microphone.
Yeah, which is why you need to raise your voice.
If I talk into the mic, it won't look right.
Okay, just stop. Just don't do that.
Neither one of us had our fathers in our lives when we were younger, so we knew that we wanted to stay as a united family. And you know, you just do what you got to do to make that work.
That's courageous. Up top. Got him. Stop.
Again, that's like twice in 5 minutes. A lot of kids are just having babies by people they don't really know, you know? So then their relationships sour out and who suffers? The children. So you got to make sure that when you have a child, it's with someone that you're going to...
I can't have kids.
You can.
Well, I mean, not in the way that you guys had kids.
Just like he. Well...
just like he. Don't do that.
Is this thing on?
All right, are there... You guys are being childish. Are there any like closing remarks you want to say about relationships like as a whole?
Relationships can be a great thing if you invest time, patience, and love where it belongs.
That is true.
So.
That's it? That's all you want to say on it? Well, thank you for your time. Shake my hand. Shake my hand.
I'm not shaking
Shake my hand.
because you're not going to
shake my hand.
I'm not doing
Somebody
that.
shake my hand. Somebody has to shake my hand. That's not okay. So now that I've got all this information from my parents, from everybody else that was involved in this video, I wonder where I can go next. That's just a transition to the next shot. All right, guys, I think we're finally in the final steps of this video. The last portion is to get myself back on Tinder. Now, if you know me, I had every single dating app there was to man. I had Tinder, Grindr, Jacked. I had Surge, I had Scruff, I had Growler, I had Tamey, I had Bro, I had Bumble. Bumble was pretty cool. I had OkCupid, I had Hinge. Jesus Christ, that was a lot more than I expected. But I thought, hey, why not give myself a reinforced, restructured, rebuilt version of my Tinder account? Here I am. Back in Photoshop. I mean, hey, it was great the last time I did it right. So what I plan to do for this is give everybody a little introduction to myself. I think it'd be interesting if I start with a picture that doesn't even have my face in it. So I took this picture of me with the lampshade on my head. At the top, it's going to say, welcome to my Tinder. Well, oh, that's really small font. What is that? Why is that 2.88 font? All right, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna say, my name's Tyreek, and here's a couple reasons you should swipe right. My name is Tyreek, nice to meet you, because then they know that I'm being friendly. I'm gonna leave it and call that one a day. See, that one's good. See, boom, got it. All right, next up, I think I need to come in strong with some hardcore facts. Boom, look at that beautiful picture of me. How could you not love that? How could you not love that? Reason number one, I'm a very friendly person. Can't say that. Reason number one, I'm not boring. This one's nice though. I think this one's onto something. It's got a story, it's got a plot. I'm a great listener. You know what would be funny if I just like randomly promoted my YouTube channel? Please, if you don't swipe right, at least check my channel out. Using what I've learned from this video, I feel like I should be promoting a certain thing. Maybe it should be something about the fact that I'm not perfect, but that I'm trying to get better with my life. As my new best friend said, I don't really need to have everything figured out right now, but I kind of want it to be known that I'm trying to get there. I think I can leave that one simple and plain because, I mean, hey, the message is the message. All right, now I'll make one final slide that's kind of like, you know, gloating or whatever. I don't know. I think this is a place where I can add just like a smorgasbord of like my other stuff. All right, I think that's a pretty good list right there. I play video games, I like boba, I listen to all kinds of music, even country. I have AirPods, I try to be funny, and I can speak almost 3 languages. Wow! And then this final slide is just gonna be like, you can't learn everything about a person just by swiping through the pictures, but hey, I'm probably gonna post more pictures after this one. You know, I think I can end this on a powerful note, and that would be this beautiful picture of me holding some Girl Scout cookies, because who doesn't love Girl Scout cookies? So I think I have a very nice catalog for my Tinder. We'll see how this pans out in the next couple of days. Alright, so about a day after I actually put up the Tinder account with all those cool pictures and whatever, I started to get a bunch of matches, but something just felt off to me. I think that in the process of making this video, I've learned more about myself than I thought I possibly could. I'm not sure if it's a good idea that I'm back in this space when I know there's so many things that I as an individual need to work on. As humans, we all go through this incredible and crazy journey, and we find people and sometimes we lose people. I'm not saying I want to take it slow, but I want to take it at my own pace. As my tarot reader said, I'm a fast-paced individual, or at least that's what the cards say. But right now, I definitely think that it's a process of working on myself before I can actually do that. I think my exes brought up a couple of the problems that I'm more prominently focusing on simply because they have the experience with me and they know what I did wrong. But then I'm also taking into account what my parents said. Longevity takes time, and it actually takes like dedication and work. And I don't want to set myself up for failure knowing that I can succeed if I just give myself a little bit of time. So I mean, I'm not shutting the door. I mean, if I meet somebody, hey, I meet someone, but right now that's not my main directive, or whatever, I don't know what you say. I learned so much from each and every individual that was a part of this video, and honestly, it was a bunch of fun to make, simply because I don't think I would have been taught this lesson if I hadn't done the video. All that being said, I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm doing the common YouTuber thing again. I mean, I do it in every video, but this one feels weird. There's probably links to other videos here. Maybe there's a subscribe button on my face. I mean, if you're on mobile, none of that means anything. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you take away a positive message. Thanks for watching, and peace!